Hi everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. Today we'll be learning how to make these Oddbod characters. Here is part 1, come and follow along. For a list of tools and materials, please check the description below. Let's get started. To start, we're going to make the first leg and we're going to do that by doing a magic ring. So round 1, we're going to do a magic ring with 6 stitches. If you don't know how to do that, I have a tutorial on my page. Here we got the first stitch coming in, and now the second one, and the third one coming in right now. In round 2, we're going to do an increase on all 6 stitches, and we're going to end up with 12 stitches in the end. Round 3 gets a little bit complicated. We're going to start with a single crochet in the first stitch, and then in the next 3 stitches we'll be doing an increase. In the next 3 stitches, we'll be doing single crochets. And in the next 3 stitches, we're going to do increases. And to finish off, we'll do 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches. Round 4 is similar to round 3. We're going to start with 2 single crochet in the first 2 stitches. And in the next 3 stitches, we'll be doing increases. And in the next 6 stitches, you'll be doing single crochets. And in the next 3 stitches, we'll be doing increases. And to finish this off, we're going to do single crochet in the next 4 stitches. For round 5, we're going to start with 6 decreases. I personally use invisible decreases because it gives a much cleaner look, but feel free to use the other method. For the remainder of this round, you'll be doing single crochet. You should finish off with 18 stitches in the end. For round 6, we're going to start with 3 decreases. For the remainder of this round, you'll do single crochet. You should end up with 14 stitches in the end. For round 7, we're going to start with decrease 3 times. Next, we'll do 9 single crochet to finish the round. For round 8, we'll be doing a sequence of single crochets and increases. You're going to do this 6 times until you reach the end. You should end up with 18 stitches in the end. For round 9, we're just going to do single crochet all around. We should end up with 18 stitches in the end. Once you finish, cut the leg from the yarn. Repeat step 1 to 9 to make the second leg, but don't cut the second leg off the yarn. We're going to continue to the next round with it connected. For round 10, we're going to start with 5 single crochets in the next 5 stitches. After your 5th stitch, you're going to continue by making a chain of 3 stitches. Then we're going to connect that leg to the other leg. We're going to crochet it on the 4th stitch on the other leg. To connect it to the second leg, we're just going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to do single crochet for 18 stitches. Once you finish crocheting your 18 stitches on the other leg, you're going to crochet 3 single crochets back onto the chain. Once you get back to the other leg, you're going to do 13 single crochets until you finish the round. For round 11, we'll be doing 6 single crochets, and then we're going to do an increase. We're going to do this sequence 6 times and then end up with 48 stitches in the end. For round 12, we'll be doing 7 single crochets, and then we'll be doing an increase. We're going to do this sequence 6 times and end up with 54 stitches in the end. From round 13 to 40, we're going to be doing single crochet in all stitches. You're going to end up with 54 stitches in the end in every round. Let's use some editing magic and I'll see you back at round 40. Here we are, and before we get started on round 41, we're just going to stuff this very quickly. Let me finish stuffing this and I'll see you back at round 41. For round 41, we'll be doing 7 single crochets, and then we're going to be doing a decrease. We're going to do this sequence 6 times and we'll end up with 48 stitches in the end. For round 42, we'll be doing 6 single crochets and then we'll be doing a decrease. We're going to be doing the sequence 6 times and we'll end up with 42 stitches in the end. For round 43, you'll be doing 5 single crochets and then you'll be doing a decrease. You'll do this sequence 6 times and you'll end up with 36 stitches in the end. For round 44, we'll be doing 4 single crochets and then we'll do a decrease. We're going to do the sequence 6 times and end up with 30 stitches in the end. Before I continue to the next steps, we're going to just quickly fill this up a little bit more so it's more plump. For round 45, we're going to do 3 single crochets and then we're going to do a decrease. We're going to do the sequence 6 times and we'll get 24 stitches in the end. For round 46, we'll be doing 2 single crochets and then we'll be doing a decrease. We're going to do this pattern 6 times to get 18 stitches in the end. Once again, we're just going to fill this up as much as we can before we close up the doll. For round 47, we'll be doing a single crochet and then a decrease. We're going to do this pattern 6 times to get 12 stitches in the end. Alright, final stretch. Around 48, we'll be doing a decrease all around. We're going to do this 6 times to get 6 stitches in the end. Once you finish round 48, we're going to finish off the doll by cutting it off from the yarn, and then we're going to weave the strand into the doll. Thanks for watching part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Like and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thanks!